Hi everyone, and welcome back to the MS Workouts channel. We're going to continue our work this month on helping you reduce your foot drop through science-based strength training. But before we do that, I just want to remind you all that the registration for the 5-day Foot Drop Immersive workshop is still open until this Sunday. This is a 5-day workout program that is free to join and doesn't require any credit card for you to sign up. All you have to do is click the link below this video and register by using your email address. The first class officially starts this coming Monday, May 22nd, so make sure that you register before then so that you can be a part of this Foot Drop Immersive workshop. If you do not register before that date, then unfortunately you will not be able to be a part of it and will have to wait until we open the next registration for the next Foot Drop Immersive workshop. And to be candid with you, we really don't know if and when that will happen this year. This is the second time this year that we will be hosting this Foot Drop Immersive workshop because of all of the amazing results that we saw participants gain in the last one. We're going to give you an entire workout program, plus host live events where you can ask us your questions and get the modifications to the exercises that you need to be as successful as possible. Again, to register for that Foot Drop Immersive workshop that lasts 5 full days with us, just click on the link below this video or go to www.msworkouts.com. And remember, we are getting started on Monday, May 22nd, 2023. So make sure that you register before then because I'd love to get to work with you. With all that being said, let's go ahead and shift our focus today into this week's video where I'm going to guide you through a few effective exercises to really help you get your foot drop under control. Let's do this. Welcome back, everybody, as we continue our series this month on combating foot drop, right? As I mentioned last week, this week's gonna be a little bit greater difficulty of exercise. Now, the important thing to take away here is that all exercise should be difficult. The reason we give you these different modifications is so that you have different options and different tools to meet your body where it's at. So the only time that you have, I don't even want to call it an issue, but if the only time you have to really be adjusting things is if you're completing it, if you're actually doing the whole thing, right? It's counter to what people typically think. We want you to be challenging your body. So if it's a struggle, you're doing it. Keep that in mind today. Let's go ahead and jump into things. We're going to start with a ankle eccentric, extension, right? So I'm going to add a little bit of resistance. Follow me along and give your best effort. All right, let's rock and roll. Okay, so we're going to execute an ankle eccentric, extension. So what we're going to do is you're going to add a dumbbell, to the top of the femur if you're adding resistance, right? If you're not sure what your current strength is here, then don't add a resistance. Do it with your body weight first. We're going to go to the starting position, which is a lift, of the knee so that you get extended into the ankle, And we're going to hold for 2 seconds and then we're going to lower for 10 seconds or slower. Successful failure is simply the point you can no longer lower at 10 seconds or slower. If you believe you can do that with your body weight for 6 efforts, 10 seconds or slower, then go ahead and add a resistance here today, All right, so following to the starting position, clock is on. We're going to hold for 2, for 1, then we're going to slowly lower. This is the lengthening of the calf. The eccentric range. We're targeting the posterior side, which is ankle extension. Relax for 2. 1, I want you to help with your hand. Lift the femur, which helps you extend the ankle. Hold for 2. 1, slowly lowering. Now remember, muscle failure is the goal. And on these eccentric accentuated efforts, it's literally just the point you can no longer lower at 10 seconds slower with proper form. That's success. It means you're sent a clear enough signal. Relax for 2. 1 to prompt the best results. Re-engage and hold for 2. 1, slowly lowering. 10 seconds or slower is the ideal tempo. Getting ready to go past the 45-second mark of time and resistance. This is going to help you get that extension in the ankle when you're walking, right? Help reduce that foot drop. Remind yourself that. Follow me back up. Hold for 2, re-engaged, pressing into the ground with the toe. 1, now initiate that movement down, going past that 60-second mark with this effort here and into what we call the exhaust range. We've got a good 60 seconds now of time and resistance. We should be getting close to muscle failure at this point. Relax for 2. 1, re-engage. Now, we are relaxing between efforts. Notice that, That is different than what we typically do in our dynamic and our isometric or metabolic stuff. We do not relax during the exercise set. The reason we're relaxing between efforts here is because we're now shading or skewing our specificity a little bit further towards strength, maximal strength. We want maximum efforts between. All right, one more effort here. Slowly start to lower. Final opportunity to reach momentary muscle failure. As you come down slowly, momentum is out, and completed. Okay, I did not successfully reach muscle failure. Now, what does that mean? Hopefully you're answering my question right now, right? What it means is I need to, on my progress journal, which you should have with you right now. If you don't, I want you to pause this video right now and grab a piece of paper, grab your phone. You need to be recording the outcome of your exercise if you want to be successful. I'm going to write 10 pounds, okay? This is, again, an ankle extension, eccentric. I'm going to write 10 pounds, and I'm going to write 130 because I completed it. I executed the entirety of the 130, the 6 efforts, and I'm going to write a plus sign and circle it, meaning I need to increase the difficulty next time in order to continue to progressively challenge the muscle, which then leads to results. You're getting it? Okay, now let's go on to the next one. We're going to execute a dynamic, yep, I got our cameraman here today. My apologies, Mr. Lerner, right? My eyes are here, okay. So we're gonna execute a dynamic, okay, ankle flexion, all right? Now, the reason I wanted to pull the camera back to me is because I wanna take a second here to engage you all. And I want you to realize there are some of you who are watching this that will not be able to bring the toe up off the ground. That is good. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. I do not want you to look at this as a, as a fail or a succeed, okay? If you're giving your best effort and you challenge yourself, you're doing it. Remember, we gave you the alternate, I'm not going to call them modified, okay? The alternate tool last week, which was of a lower resistance because of the way we did it to meet your body where it was at. Now today, I want you, instead of going back and doing that, to try this with me. Just give your best effort here, okay? And we'll make notations afterwards and then make adjustments going forward, okay? Can we do that together? I thought so. All right, let's do it. Okay, we're gonna execute, as I mentioned, ankle flexion and extension with your best effort. So what we're gonna do is, in a second, we're gonna go to the starting position, which is a lift of this forefoot. If we can stabilize and hold it, great, grand, wonderful, okay? You're gonna give the weight back to the anterior tibialis. If it comes back down, no sweat. We're gonna initiate movement. We're going to slowly start to lower, and then we're gonna come back into that concentric range of motion, looking for muscle failure. Let's do this. All right, follow me to the starting position. Stabilize, hold. Clock is on. Now we're slowly lowering, okay? As slow as you can. At the bottom, without relaxing, we pause, and then we're gonna head the other direction. Now you are trying right now to lift the toe as high as you can. If it's not moving, that's fine, just keep giving your best effort. Heading back down, we're isolating the anterior tibialis on this outer side here. Muscle failure is the goal. Relax, pause here, head back to the direction without relaxing at all. We wanna stay actively engaged the entire time. 2 to full flexion, feel that cramp, and then slowly heading back down. If you're not able to pick the toe up off, you may look like this right now, just trying to lift for the 7 seconds and then slowly starting to relax for the 7 seconds. Just trying to lift for the 7 seconds, slowly starting to relax for the 7 seconds. And that is great. It's not about what you're watching happen. It's about actively engaging this area with your best effort. And as you continue to develop that communication, that development over time, neuromuscular-wise, you're going to see an improvement in function, okay? All right, we're in the final 30 seconds of this exercise, which is where we should dial the difficulty, is what I should say, to a point to where you reach muscle failure in these last 30 seconds, right? That's the sweet spot, okay? As we come down, we're gonna pause the bottom, heading back up. As you come to the top, you're thinking about flexing and breathing. Squeeze. Let's go one more full effort. Last opportunity. This one's taking us past the 130 mark. As we come down, we're going to pause. One more time, heading back up. I'm getting a shake because my neurological system's starting to fatigue, but I'm not quite there yet. And completed, meaning I was able to stay actively engaged and continue to move through the entire range the entire time. All right, since I completed the exercise, I am going to once again on the ankle dynamic flexion set, okay? Making sure we write that down so we know what we did. I'm gonna write body weight. I'm gonna write 130 because I completed the exercise. I'm gonna write plus because I need to increase the difficulty next time. And we can talk about how to increase the difficulty at any time, okay? You can either put a comment in the comment box below, you can reach out and shoot us a message, or even better yet, you could show up next week to the live session that we're gonna have, okay? We're gonna have a live session next week on Tuesday, okay? What that unfortunately means is that I'm not going to be here next week with you in this type of a setting, right? With an exercise video. We're instead going to focus on the 5-day immersive foot drop workshop that's coming up, okay? So if you're already signed up, awesome. Next Tuesday at this time, I'm probably a little later in the day actually, we're going to have a live, okay? So hopefully I get to physically meet you, okay, next week, and you can ask me any questions you might have about either increasing the difficulty or something relevant to the second day of the immersive workshop. I'm looking forward to it. So if you can't tell, I'm super psyched about that, and just know that there is still time, okay, for you to sign up if you haven't signed up yet. So if you're available next week, all you have to do is give us an email address, right? That's all you have to do. No credit card. You're not going to be, juked out and asked to put a card in, and oh, it's free. Just your email and just your time. Show up because we care that much. This was super successful earlier in the year when we did it. So that's why we decided to do it again, okay? For you all, because we know this works, all right? After that next week, we'll continue on with our series of continuing to give you exercises that will allow you to strengthen your body. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. Make sure you're exercising on both sides, okay? Take the time to do so. Turn on the notifications, hit the subscribe button, let us know what you thought, and I'll look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at our live event during the 5-day Foot Drop Immersive Workshop. Till then, I'll see you all soon. Take care. Our YouTube channel is a great place to start gaining strength, but if you want to get serious about reducing your symptoms and getting results, then you need to be on a weekly structured strength training program with other individuals just like you. And that's exactly what we offer at MS Workouts through our membership. Click the link in the video or below the video to learn how our membership can help you achieve your goals. And while you're on the website, make sure you sign up for the no-cost 7-day strength camp so you can experience how we can help you do the things that you love to do with more confidence. See you all next week.